So I've actually gotten a video request from one of my TikTok followers, Samantha. She actually requested me to create a topic about human design and body charts. So this topic itself is actually packed with a lot of information. So I've reckoned that I would actually do it on my YouTube channel instead because it allows me more time to create videos that are longer. Okay, so before I start the topic off, show reel. Pranam, Namaste, my name is Garret. Before I start the topic off, please make sure you guys remember to hit like, subscribe and comment your learnings in the comment section below. I'm dedicated to make 4 videos a week to spread more light and positivity out there to the world. It's also nice to know where you guys are tuning in from so we could actually connect in this space, okay? So without further ado, let's head into the topic of human design and body charts. So human design 101. So this is the very fundamental and basics of human design. Okay, so let's get started. So what is human design, you may be thinking? So human design, right, in the nutshell, is founded by Ra Uruhu back in 1987, and it's essentially a synthesis of both the ancient and the modern sciences. Okay, so as usual, I would like to say this first. Okay, this is actually more of like a statistics, or it's just like feng shui itself, okay, because basically it compromises astrology, the Chinese I Ching, okay, and Kabbalah, also the chakra system in the Vedic system, and the quantum physics. Okay, so it's a jumble of all these things lumped together to form this human design. Okay, so as usual, it's founded by a person. Therefore, all these are actually just a study of everything lumped together, okay? And as usual, this is a very important spiritual tool, okay? I mentioned this is a spiritual tool because anything that is statistics that are actually given from your time of birth, okay? All these astrological patterns, all this can be altered, okay? Because what we are looking at this right now is based on a study on your birth hours, okay? But this thing is not actually inclusive of the metaphysical aspects yet. So things that can be changed and altered, things like your karma values, okay, your karmic load, okay, and your fate, your luck, or your destiny has not been included in this whole study of human design. Okay, so we can never just basically lump everyone into a certain category and just say that that person can't alter or change their life. Even by understanding this spiritual tool, what is important is that you do not be dictated by this human design. Therefore, look towards expansion of it, okay? And certain people can alter their life just by going through spiritual awakening or going through a lot of burning their own karma away by doing a lot of meditation, by doing a lot of good merits, and all this can actually burn up a lot of karmic loads that would also alter your human design, or even the Chinese I Ching Ba Gua. All this can be 八字, okay, all this can be changed, can be altered, okay? So this is a spiritual tool for you to know. So for those who don't really intend to change anything about their spiritual life, then this thing pretty much dictates everything for you down the road. Okay, so this is more like cheat sheet for most people. But for those who are looking to progress more in their spiritual life, this tool is for you to use it as a light working tool so that it could help people of the general population out there. Okay, so this is just a disclaimer. Okay, at its core, right, human design is a system for self-awareness and self-growth, and it consists of different parts that together create your unique genetic blueprint, okay? And each of these parts, right, tell you something about your unique essence. So in other words, your authentic self and who you are at your deepest level, beyond layers of conditioning, because we know that all of us are being conditioned since young. So this thing goes beyond the conditioning and allows us to understand more about ourselves, so we could start deconditioning without going into the spiritual part too much. Okay, so this is the whole point of the cheat sheet. Okay, the human design system just gives you a ton of information and tools to help you to implement, so that you can navigate your life, career, business, relationships, so on and so forth, with so many more ease and flow to help you really live your life to the most abundant, more fulfilled, and really seamless, authentic paths. Okay, its focus is truly to empower you and to recognize the things that make you different. Okay, the things that make you unique, so that you can be the best version of you. Okay, you, not what the version that the society tells you to be or what you think you truly are. Okay, so this is more of like a cheat sheet for you again. Okay, so it's not what you think that you came to this world to do, is what truly you were put on this earth and what you were meant to do. Okay, and to impact this world in this lifetime. Okay, basically just like that. So why should you learn human design? Okay, what can it do for you? Okay, so it is so diverse that there are so many things that you can actually dig into. So many of this, there's so many uses for it. Okay, you can use it to help people, you can use it to alter your own life, if you're not on the spiritual path. Because if you're on spiritual path, you can, whatever that you're doing right now, it's altering it as it goes. Okay, so but ultimately, right, it is for self-development, so we need to know, and for really navigating through life, okay, with ease and alignment and flow. Okay, and when you do this, you learn to make decisions from the most authentic place within. Okay, that you are designed, the way your aura is being designed. Okay, so you'll actually experience a lot less resistance, less exhaustion, less stress, and more confident in what you make your choices in your daily life. Okay, and what you came into this world to be, basically. Okay, it's easy to say be your most authentic self, but you need to know what the authentic path truly involves. There's so much more to it. Okay, and a lot of people who embark on the spiritual path knows that, because it is a lifelong learning. Okay, the thing with human design is that you can identify your core sources of conditioning. Okay, where you more likely to make decisions that are just not for you. You become, because you're motivated by what you think you should be doing, or motivated by a desire, or having to either prove yourself to someone or the society, or just to get approval from somebody or approval from other people. Okay, it is one of the most powerful spiritual tools out there, because it really helps you to get the core essence of who you are, peeling away the layers, which is more often of a lifetime kind of commitment, in like what I mentioned previously. Okay, is a commitment of process, and anyone who's gone through this path will know that. Okay, this is just a cheat sheet in helping you create a more intentional approach for you to decondition yourself. Okay, and really have a life that's truly aligned with your desires, your true desires, in fact. Okay, which leads me to, where should you start with your body graph? Okay, this is going to be confusing for you, especially for those who are just learning about spirituality and human design. So I'm not going to go into each of these components in this video, because this would actually just take ages for me to cover. Okay, and I can make more of this in a series down the road. Okay, so just leave in the feedback if you find that this is really helpful for you. Okay, so I can create more as soon as possible. But for today, I shall elaborate more on the two main things that you should actually focus on. Okay, so the number one is your energy type, when you start to delve into your human design. Okay, and number two is your strategy and authority for your energy type. Okay, so for those who have already started to try to pull your body chart, your body graph chart, right, I'd love to hear what your type is. Okay, just leave it in the comment section as well. Okay, so comment below and let me know. So I'm a manifester. Okay, So if you're looking to create to look for a free or paid version, you can start off just by doing the mybodygraph.com. Just go to mybodygraph.com, key in your details like your time of birth, your date of birth, your location, all this, and you'll start to pop up for you. It'll populate for you. Okay, so nowadays technology does this for you already. So for those who are new to human design or have yet to even pull your body graph chart, there are 4 types of human design auras. Okay, and we have the first group is our generators, which also includes manifesting generators, which are a variation of the generator type. Okay, we also have the manifestors. Okay, then the projectors, and of course lastly our reflectors. Okay, so there's 4 groups of this aura types. So first we have our generators and manifesting generators that make up about 67% of humanity as according to Google. So not sure how they get these statistics, because they must be God, right, to be able to get this statistic. So these people that have quite literally built the society and civilization as we know it. Okay, today, and because of their endurance, these people and their ability to sort of really create this sacred life force energy helps us to shape this current reality that we are living in at this point. Okay, these were the people that were previously kind of enslaved by the manifestors, who were the leaders and the rulers of ancient times, so they are more of like the workers. Okay, and the generators were the ones that really helped them build their empires. And fast forward to modern day, generators now have the ability to use their life to sort of use their life force energy to do whatever it is that they want to do. Okay, so they are pretty agile and flexible. Okay, they are here to do what they love, and they bring their energy to the rest of us. And I'm not going to go into too much of a detail around each of all these types, because I've mentioned there will be series which I will be creating. Okay, I will highlight in detail what each specific type can actually do and can help you improve. Okay, so there are this is more of like a high level overview of this and 4 types. Okay, next we have the manifestors that they make up about 9% of humanity. So I'm the manifestor. Okay, so these are the people that have the ability to really manifest, just like just like their name suggests itself. Okay, manifestors, so manifesting beasts. Okay, they can manifest anything that into their reality with the least amount of resistance out of all kinds of types. Okay, so these are the people that really they're pretty much like this new age law of attraction thing that is based on, so their ability to just put something out in the world, or a desire, or whatever it is that they have in their head, and sort of initiate them into action that will get them there. Okay, so these are the characteristics of the manifestors. And historically, right, these were the leaders, the conquerors, and the rulers of ancient times. And now they are not focused on building these empires anymore. So they have the freedom and the ability to do whatever it is that they want, and what they really want to do must create an impact in the world. Okay, so this is what they are set out to do in their lifetime. And third, we have the projectors, which makes up approximately 21% of humanity. This is the newest type of out of these 4 types. Okay, because they came into existence after 1781. Prior to that, it was just the manifestors, the generators, and the reflectors. And quite simply, they don't exist because we don't really need them back then. Okay, because before 1781, right, the focus was on survival and learning and how to live on this material plane. Okay, and now that we are shifting into a new paradigm, right, the projectors are here to sort of guide us through that. Okay, and they are the ones who can really see up on the top, and that they can sort of like really help bring these new ways of doing things into humanity. Okay, they are here to guide the world into a new direction, and as we shift into a new paradigm. Okay. So another quick thing about projectors is that projectors are non-energy types, and what that means is that they don't create new life force energy. They basically just transmute it, but they don't create new energy like the generators would. Okay, what that means is for a lot of projectors who have been living their life as generators and constantly doing, they find themselves completely exhausted, completely burnt out, and stressed before the age of 40. Okay. Lastly, we have the reflectors that make up around 1% of humanity, and this is the rarest type. And what differentiates them from the rest is that if you look at their body graph chart, right, everything will be white, so they don't have any defined charts. So what that really means for them is that they are here to kind of sample different energies, okay, and not really attach themselves to any kind of identity or anything. Actually, even though they have these open centers, right, they are the most resilient, and they are pretty much the closest type to what we kind of were when we were one with nature. So this is the special characteristics of reflectors. This is how we kind of experience living and how we experience our environment. Okay, and the role of reflectors is pretty much like what the name suggests. They are here to reflect on how we are doing as a society, and they are here to sort of tell us how we are going. Okay, so because they have these open centers, right, they are able to take our energies and amplify it. Okay, so if you put a reflector in a room, say that's really happy, a group of people that they are really happy, a bunch of them who are happy, they will take the energy and amplify it. Okay, and they are here to tell us how we are doing. So if we were to put them in put a reflector in a room that is filled with miserable people, they will take that misery and amplify it as well. Okay, so they are kind of like the measuring stick to see how we are progressing as a society. And so to be kind of to wrap this whole overview up of energy types, right, I want to make a disclaimer that there are no bad or good types. Okay, no one type is better than the other. Okay, there's more likely to be there's also that is more likely to be successful as well, to be more happy, wealthy than others. It just means that we were all designed differently. Okay, and that the way that we manifest things into our life, okay, is all different. So don't compare. Okay, there's no one type that's better. Okay, the way that we move through life will be different, and that's how human design actually helps to create specific strategies for each of these types to help you navigate through your life. Okay, and you were designed to do. Okay, that's why I mentioned in the past, in the start of the video, that the next thing that you should dig into is to actually after getting to know your energy type, is to go into what's the strategy and the authority. Okay, so your strategy is how your aura type is meant to interact with the world around, so that you could use your energy more efficiently and effectively, and you don't find yourself in places of burnout, and you really trust that your aura type is really truly magnetic to draw this experience to you and those opportunities to you. And secondly, you have your authority, which is really how you're designed to make decisions. Okay, and the thing with human design is that it's on the basis that we should not be using our logical mind to make these big life decisions, because ultimately it's our logical mind that kind of talks us out of doing things that we know we want to do. It talks us out really pursuing the things that we are really drawn to, and often it causes us to act in ways that are according to our conditioning and not aligned with our authentic self. Okay, and so the great thing in human design is that it actually really helps to train your intuition and make these big life decisions intuitively and in the alignment with our authentic self, so that you do experience that flow and you do experience that the path of least resistance. Okay, I would like to emphasize that human design should not be limiting you in any shape and form in the way that you live life, like I mentioned in the start of the video. These are just charts for you to it's a spiritual tool. It's not for you to detect that, oh, this is happening to me right now, therefore I should follow it. Hard on. You should use this as a pinch of salt and actually use it to improve your life much better. If you can pursue a full-blown spiritual life, therefore it will be better. Okay. Yes, there. I would like. Is there are actually 4 strategy for each aura type. Okay, but if there is something that you're passionate about and that makes you feel good, okay, that lights you up inside, you should by all means do it. Okay, it's not saying that you need to wait for these things to happen or anything to happen. In fact, human design actually encourages you to follow your bliss and do the things that light you up inside, because those are the things that truly energizes you. Okay, these aren't the things that will drain and suck your energy. Okay, that's why you need to go and pursue them, and that's why using this authority allows you to choose the things that energize you and not choose the things that draws and drains your energy away. And that's how it becomes so transformative. Okay, and another thing that I would like to always say to everyone is that don't just take any of my word for it. Just go and experiment and try it out. Everything in spirituality is always about experimenting and trying it out. Okay, we use this to supplement our learning, but ultimately human design is meant to be an experiment. So you're supposed to take this thing, this tool, and learn and try to get the best out of it. Okay, and it's not a belief system, so don't just simply believe and go with it. Everything in all these energies, anything to do with energies, you need to experiment, because energies is thoughts. Any energies that is created out there is driven by thought. It's a creation of life. Okay, so as you move through it, you experience this alignment and flow. Once you're doing it and you realize that if you're experiencing this flow, then continue doing it. If you find that it doesn't work out for you, then you can always just stop and go back to the way that you were doing things previously. Okay, so to wrap today's video up, which is really becoming quite a long video, which I will subsequently still create more of these videos if you're interested. Okay, human design is a very powerful tool to help us clear ourselves from conditioning. That is the main objective of human design, so that we can live the most authentic way and the purpose we were here to fulfill. Okay, so in short, out of this first video that I'm creating about human design is to first understand what you are in your energy type. Okay, your aura. So out of these 4 groups, what group do you belong? Okay, comment, I would like to know also. Okay, then out of that, learn to understand what is your strategy and your authority, so you could know how to make decisions and navigate your life. This is the first few pointers that I need you to understand about human design before we elaborate further into understanding the charts, understanding the I Ching, understanding your astrology parts of things. Okay, so with that, I hope you learned something from this video, and if you do, also comment your learnings in the comment section below. I'm ending this video off. Pranam, Namaste.